Or also in Hollywood, Kim Richards from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was arrested for public intoxication last week. And her struggle with sobriety has been no secret on that reality show. Erica Spiegelman is the author of Rewired and a certified drug and alcohol counselor. She has some insight on all this. Erica, thank you so much for coming in. We do appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
What did you think when you heard about this situation with Kim Richards? And, you know, those of us who've watched the show for years, you can see what was going on in her life, and it wasn't good.
Oh, yeah. For many years now, she's just been enabled. I think the producers probably from the show want her to kind of react outrageously. And so, you know, a lot of people in her position just get, you know, whatever they want. If there's something going on in the media, they want her to be there. She really has no other choice contractually. So it's a little bit hard and probably very stressful for her.
Unfortunately, her story is all too common for a lot of people in this country that are dealing with either drug abuse or alcoholism. What do you say to people who are in the midst of the throes of being an alcoholic? Is there hope for these folks, or is it a day-by-day conscious effort to stop?
There's absolutely hope. I mean, everybody can recover from an addiction or negative behaviors or patterns or habits or something like that. But it's really important that they're mindful of something I call TBT, which is basically triggers, boundaries, and time management. So everybody should be really aware that they need time management in their lives. They need time for themselves to take care of themselves, to exercise, to have good, healthy things in their life, not to like get totally overwhelmed by a million things going on. Boundaries, having boundaries for themselves and with others. Saying no to people helps you from being exploited. And then, you know, of course, triggers. She was walking around at the Beverly Hills Hotel going to a bar. You know, probably a bar is not the best place for her to be hanging out. So I really think it's important for people to know out there whether they want to change their lives for the better or they're dealing with an addiction, to really be mindful of time management, of boundaries, and of triggers.
Now, for those of us who have loved ones that are dealing with alcoholism or drug abuse, we obviously want our loved one to get better and to get over the addiction. Is there a chance that I want it for them, but they don't want it for themselves? Does it have to start with them?
It does. It really does. People really need to want to change their lives for the better. I mean, we create our lives, all of us, every moment. So if, you know, I'm going to leave here and I'm going to go get a green juice or I'm going to go to the liquor store, it's my choice. So somebody that is really wanting to change their lives has to do it for themselves. There is a little motivation. They love their families. They want to keep their job. You know, there's other things at stake. But ultimately, I think there has to be something coming from themselves saying, I need to change. I want to change. What
can somebody do who has a loved one or a friend in the situation? Do you need to put up your own boundaries to say, I'm not sure I'm going to have you in my life anymore unless these behaviors change?
Absolutely. You have to protect yourself, and you have to show that loved one or that friend that what's going on with them is really affecting others. And that's why it's important for you to be able to say to them, I'm not going to enable this behavior anymore. I am going to stick up for myself, and I'm going to tell you what's going on and how I perceive you. And hopefully somebody could do that with love and compassion, and then give them an option. Like, there's so many good, wonderful treatment centers out there. There's outpatient centers, inpatient centers. There's, you know, AA meetings. There's many things that people can do. So to give them some options would also be a great
What is the worst thing you could do in this situation?
Is not say anything, to be honest. A lot of people are in denial. A lot of family members, you know, wait forever because they don't want to confront that person, or they don't want to feel like they're abandoning that person. So they don't say anything, and that is one of the biggest mistakes. So to really be able to maybe, you know, have a script, write something out, have something prepared so that you could say something with love and just that you care, and that's why you're bringing this up, not to hurt them or not to make them feel ashamed.
Okay, good advice. You have a book called Rewired. What's that about?
It's about training your brain for healthier habits, really, just to change your behaviors for the better and make sure that you know that you have many choices out there, many principles we could add to our lives, like honesty and love and time management and gratitude.
I heard that it's 3 weeks to make or break a habit. Is there any truth to that?
I think 3 weeks is possible, but I think it's a little bit longer. Now they're saying, you know, more like a month and a half to 2 months, 3 months. And people usually stay in treatment a month, and that really doesn't change most behaviors, is what we find.
The 30-day treatment,
The 30-day treatment doesn't. It's usually about 90 days is where we see the maximum results from people changing their behaviors. And the pathways in their brains, which is the good news. You know, our pathways can change. We're very soft-wired, so.
There you go. All right. Hey, thanks so much for your expertise on this topic. I think you helped a lot of people out there this morning. Erica Spiegelman, ericaspiegelman.com is her website as well, in case you need some more information. Good luck to you. Thanks.
Thanks
for coming in.